Good morning friends, this is Faiz Siddiqui and I welcome you to my YouTube channel Learn English with Faiz Sir। आज के टॉपिक में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ की बहुत ही पॉपुलर पोएम द वर्ल्ड इज़ टू मच विद अस। ये विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ का एक सोनेट है जिसमें विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ ने संसार में बढ़ती हुई भौतिकवादिता के ऊपर भौतिकवादिता की निंदा की है। आशा है आप सभी को समझ में आएगी। लाइन बाय लाइन एक्सप्लेनेशन है, बीए पार्ट 1 में आपके कोर्स में चल रही है। ओके, एंजॉय द पोएम नाउ। Good morning students, this is Faiz Siddiqui and I welcome you to my YouTube channel Learn English with Faiz Sir। Today I am going to discuss a very famous poem of William Wordsworth, The World is Too Much With Us। Before starting the poem, I would like to tell you something about William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth is regarded as the father of Romantic Age, Romantic Revival, with his publication of lyrical ballads in 1798. It was considered as the manifesto of the Romantic Revival. William Wordsworth was the greatest poet of nature in the history of English literature. He is called the harbinger of nature, the true worshipper of nature, as well as Thomas D. Quincy has called him the high priest of nature. His poem, The World is Too Much With Us, is one of his famous sonnets, and this sonnet is a poem of 14 lines that is structured on the Petrarchan model. The rhyme scheme of this sonnet is ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE. The sonnet, The World is Too Much With Us, is the World is Too Much With Us. The sonnet was probably composed in 1802, but it was published in 1807 in the collection Poems in 2 volumes 1807 by William Wordsworth. In the poem, in this sonnet, the poet condemns the growing materialism in the world. The poet feels that the world has become extremely materialistic. People are just out of tune towards the natural beauty all around. They have lost their hopes in the natural beauty. Everyone is busy in earning money and fame. Everyone is running after money. No one is paying attention towards the natural beauty and the spirituality. The poet gives an example from the natural beauty that the people doesn't want to see the beautiful scene of the moon on the waves of the sea. As well as he also gives the example of the howling winds that are no more heard by the people to enjoy such a very beautiful aspects of nature. The poet again says that he wants to become a pagan. He wants to become a pagan who is brought up in the religion that is out of date. The poet wants to become a pagan so that he might have the power to see the sights that would make him less forlorn, that would make him less alone. He also wants to have the sight of Proteus, a sea god, who can change his attire, or who can change his form into different shapes. He is also known as the god for telling the fortune of the people. He also wants to hear the old Triton, another sea god described in the poem. He wants to hear old Triton blow his reed horn. So the poet is very confirm about following nature and the natural beauty. The poet wants to neglect all the materialism in the world. He wants to just enjoy the natural beauty. He doesn't want to be like those people who are always busy in accumulating the material gains. The poem is as follows. I am going to recite the poem. Afterwards, you will discuss line by line. The world is too much with us. The poet says that in the first line, the world is too much with us. The world has become extremely materialistic with us. Late or soon, always. Late or soon, always. Getting or spending in earning and spending the money. We lay waste our powers. We waste our powers. Little we see in nature. Little we see in nature, that is ours. The poet says that we see a very little things. We care a very little about the natural beauty all around. That is ours, which is our own. We have given our hearts away to a sordid boon. We have thrown away our hearts to a useless, to a fruitless blessing, that is the materialism. That is the earning, that is the money making business. In the next 4 lines, the poet says that this sea that bears her bosom to the moon, the winds that will be howling at all hours, and are upgathered now as sleeping flowers. For this, for everything, we are out of tune. In the next 4 lines, the poet says that the beautiful sight when the moon glows on the beams on the waves of the sea at night, the beautiful sound of the waves howling at all the hours. These beautiful things are just like the sleeping flowers, just like the dead flowers. So for these for this natural beauty and for many other things, we are out of tune. We have become sympathyless. We are just sympathyless. We are not sensitive about these things.